Good evening, folks. Sorry for the delay there. It's a 2-minute delay. But we're now going to get free practice over and done with and get ready for qualifying. So settle up there. 15 minutes of qualifying. About to go live. That signifies the end of qualifying session, and now we're getting ready to go live. As a matter of fact, we are live, and the first car out yet. Not seeing anyone leaving pits just yet. Alright, there we have the first person out there. We'll catch up with them in a moment. It's going to be Ricardo Swaby, or Swaby, for the first time here at CSRO, and he's in the McLaren 720S, taking it around here at Silverstone for the second round of our 2024 SKNY Caribbean GT3 Sprint Championship. Behind him we've got Kimani Eastman, followed by Michelle Wallace, Daniel Williams coming out here after a very long hiatus, Kyle Barrett, Mitesh Ramdani back for round 2, Declan Daniel still in pit lane, Abonique Stapleton in pit lane as well, and Javon Parry here. Just let me know if you guys are receiving me well out there. Ricardo Swaby is from Jamaica. And while he makes his way around the circuit here, going to get his car ready for a lap. At the current moment, we wouldn't expect those tires to be up and ready, so it's going to put some heat into his car around here. Here we go. scenarios, he begins a flying lap now. Let's take a trip, ride rather, on board with him. That wide there. He's given up on that one. So let's see who is next here. Across the line, it's going to be Michelle Wallace. And behind him, I think we've got Daniel Williams. I'm not sure who that person is. Yes, it's Declan Daniel actually. That's behind Michelle, but Michelle joining back here. And CSRO, after a little time away as well, finally gets a time on the board here. So 1:59.750, the fastest so far. From Shane Wallace. Alright, just let me know if this is better here now for the microphone against the cars. Thanks a lot for that one. Daniel Williams does have a time on the floor, but it's not representative of the fast lap here. But he is in second position and he's running in the Ford Mustang. Daniel Williams out here representing Guyana, ladies and gentlemen. He's got another Guyanese on the grid alongside him in the name of Nitesh Ramdan, who's currently sitting in that third position. But again, not representative times here for qualifying at the current track that we're at, Silverstone. Let's listen to that Mustang purr, ladies and gentlemen. It goes down the back straight here of Aintree as he goes into Brooklands here and Luffield. Luffield is a little hairpin light kink right there, and the exit of which a kink is present, which they call woodcut. Goes into woodcut now. Down the front straightaway once more, comes across the line. Daniel Williams. That's an invalid lap there from the Guyanese. Declan Daniel, winner here, last time out in this championship. Astonishing fight between himself and Jaden Harrison, who apparently is not yet behind his sim rig, as he's gonna miss out on qualifying now. Shane Wallace is the one to beat right now on the timing sheet. He went faster than previous lap, 158.975. Declan Daniel trailing by 1.2 seconds now. He's got a lot of work cut out for him. Mitesh Ramdhani goes into that third position with a 2-minute flat almost. It's a .382 from Mitesh Ramdhani. He's about 2/10 or so behind Declan Daniel now. Daniel Williams sits in that fourth spot with a 2-minute 7.70. That's his last lap actually, but his fastest so far is 2-minute 1.927. Kyle Barrett, as we watch Declan Daniel come across the line here, do not see an improvement from him. Yes, he does improve now. It's a 1:59.632, but it's not fast enough to take that first position away here in qualifying. We've got 6 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Mitesh Ramdhani goes back into pit lane. Let's take a look at Kyle Barrett there on the grass. And looking at Adonik Stapleton, one of our top 3 finishers in the last race event, after Jaden Harrison suffered a 132nd penalty there out at Monza in round number 1. Did enough to hold on to the position that he had. I think it was 4th or 5th, and that was elevated after. Well, most obviously he was in 4th, right? If he was elevated to 3rd. But he did manage to hold on to that 4th position. We did miss Javon Parry in that race as well against Kimani Eastman. With a vengeance, Javon Parry said he's not going to let that happen again. He made a mistake, huge mistake, in under-fueling the Porsche. Here he is, Javon Parry in the background. He's running a special livery, but unfortunately we didn't get it uploaded in time. That's why the car is all black and without sponsorship. He's got an arch nemesis here in Kimani Eastman, who's in the very shockingly purple or lavender McLaren 720S here as he comes across the Formula 1 start-finish line, which is essentially the back of the circuit for the GT3 category. Shane Wallace still holds on, but who do we have? Ricardo Suevi out of Jamaica coming up in 4th position now, taking that position away from Kimani Eastman, and Kimani Eastman took this position away from Daniel Williams. None of them breaking into the 50 mark as yet, 150 mark. Only Shane Wallace and Declan Daniel so far with a 158.975. They're his best. Shane Wallace, Declan Daniel with a 159.137. Mitesh Ramdhani with a 2-minute flat .382. And this guy right here, Ricardo Suevi, with a 2-minute flat .532. Kimani Eastman is in 5th position. He was just improving there. Who is though by 2/10 is 2/10 is this guy, Daniel Williams out of Guyana. He's improving now, almost by half a second here. Daniel Williams as he comes across the Formula 1 start-finish line. Let's sit with him now and see where he can manage to put this up. He's currently sitting in 6th position here. Daniel Williams. As we're way into crunch time here. Anything under 5 minutes is crunch time for us. Oh, he's up by a 1.5 seconds now, Daniel Williams. This is a great lap for him. As he makes his way around Lovefield and into Woodcut now, he's going to come across the line any moment now. And he goes 5th fastest with a 2.5 there. That's to show you how much. Oh, he's got Kimani Eastman doing better here now. It's 6/10 to Kimani Eastman in this lap. Going faster by that is Kyle Barrett in 7th position, is going faster now as well. Kyle representing Jamaica 2. As he goes around Luffield now and into Whatcut. Let's see if he can increase that lead there by that 7/10 or so. Yes, it's good so far. He runs that car out and he's done better there for a 6th position. But Kyle Barrett is going 1 second, but he's down by 3 here now. No change up ahead. Declan Daniel goes back into pit lane. Jaden Harrison is here. He's sporting a new livery now. No, none of this straight red. He's added some decals on there and some stripes. We've got less than a minute now remaining for qualifying. Can Jaden Harrison, with 1 lap to go, put his Mercedes on the front row? There has been some changes to the BOP now, which would see the Mercedes at an advantage. Oh, he actually goes 3rd fastest there on that previous lap, but he's got 1 more to go, and he's gonna take too much of that inside curve now and spin that one out there. Jaden Harrison, unfortunately. Let's see who else is improving. Daniel Williams just comes across the line. He goes 4th fastest onto the 2nd row there. Daniel Williams. Mitesh Ramdani being pushed down out to 5th. And he's also improving already all over the line there. He's got to find around a second to go ahead of Jaden Harrison. But qualifying is over. Can Daniel Williams do it? Goes around Club Corner now. Goes into Abbey and then Farm. And Village will see him, and then the loop. He's still improved. He's still improving on this lap. It's not enough though to get him ahead of Jaden Harrison. Final set of turns here. He will improve on this lap, but it's so far going to be Michelle Wallace, ladies and gentlemen, as your pole sitter. Sorry about that. Going to be the man on pole. That's not even better. I'll just leave it at that. So we got Michelle Wallace now ahead of Declan Daniel, followed by Jaden Harrison, sorry. And Daniel Williams will be able to hold on to that 4th position. Mitesh Ramdani in the Ferrari. Ricardo Swaby in 6th. Kimani Eastman in 7th. Kyle Barrett in 8th. Adonik Stapleton in 9th. And Javon Parry in 10th there, without a representative time here on my end. Alright, we're just going to wait now to get the race started. I think you're going to be able to rejoin once we go racing again there, Javon Parry. Alright, it's the first time you're watching us here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like button as well. Get that YouTube algorithm going here in order for us to get this video seen around. Hey Javon, you're going to need to rejoin when we go on the grid once again. So I think this happened to you last week as well. Alright, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Share the video with someone that you think might be interested in what we're doing here. And thanks a lot for joining us this evening. Alright, try to join there now, Javon Parry. It's going to be just remember guys, it's going to be a full 1 lap around before we go racing here. Make sure you have just enough fuel to make that. We go racing for 1 hour. It's a mandatory pit stop, mandatory tire change. You're free to add fuel if you like. Good luck, have fun. No loud exclamations over the comms. This is just predominantly for the race director to speak to you on and give instructions. And welcome out to our newcomers. Alright, here we go then. We have this championship being run on the Assetto Corsa Competizione simulation. And they're off now for their 1 lap around for their rolling start. Webster of Team X-Play in the comment section. Welcome out. far in the race, we've got Declan Daniel leading the championship with 1 round done. Kimani Eastman is in second position. Alex Stapleton in third. Jaden Harrison in fourth. Dominic Charles, who is not present here today, in fifth. Javon and Harry in sixth. Mitesh Ramdani in seventh. And Christopher Schmeichel in eighth. They're going to get back in line anytime now. Not sure why, but Kyle Barrett has not left that pit, and I think he's going to start from pit lane then for Kyle Barrett. It's a 1 hour race. It's going to be a lot of work for him to get that AMG back up in any competition form, but he's still got points here to be had as they finally get back in line here now. It's Mishane Wallace from Declan Daniel, Jaden Harrison and Daniel Williams, followed by Mitesh Ramdani, Ricardo Swavey, Kimani Eastman, Antonique Stapleton, Javon Parry, and Kyle Barrett there starting from pit lane. This is how we stack up. They're about to see green, ladies and gentlemen. And they're off. Oh no! Right off the bat, Mishane Wallace has been given a drive-through penalty. That's going to be for a false start there on his behalf. Now Jaden Harrison's having a look on the inside between the two of them. He's got it good so far against Declan Danny's going to hold it. But Mishane Wallace has got to get through here now and buy. And he has. Trying to make up the most of his start now to try and get this drive-through done. Here comes Declan Daniel again though. Splitting the duo, the Jamaican duo here, the Trinidadian, in a very peculiar position now as he head into this turn. He finally gets rid of one of the Jamaicans. Still got Jaden Harrison though to worry about. Oh, heavy on the brake, but it's gonna be Jaden Harrison, is it? Yes, it is! Jaden Harrison, but less than a lap gone, takes the lead of this race. What a move there by the Jamaican now. Mishane Wallace is going to be kicking himself there for that mistake. And look, now he's got Daniel Williams to worry about. Now Daniel Williams has got Ricardo Swavey very racy behind him. Jaden Harrison manages to open that gap just a bit now against Declan Daniel. That drive-through penalty has got to be taken there by Mishane Wallace. Not sure when he'll dive into pit lane to do so. It is a one-stop race, ladies and gentlemen, according to the rules. Ricardo Swavey, nothing given there, but Daniel Williams, rather, is closing the gap now on Wallace. Opening the gap though is Mishane Wallace there against Williams, and now Swavey. I think actually Williams made a mistake there. If Ricardo can come back at it like that. Swavey is seeing and hearing more of that Mustang as the laps go by. Williams trying to break any bit of toe there from the Jamaican. Wallace even closer now to Declan Daniel. 1.3 seconds already from Daniel to Jaden Harrison. got to recover this race, Shane Wallace. After being the fastest in qualifying here, detrimental mistake at the start of the race, saw him with a driving penalty for jumping the race start. Now the Jamaican has got a lot of work here to do. They're spreading out. It's a 1 hour race. They got to take care of those tires. Push and see how far they can take this stint. It's a 13-minute window, pit window, that begins at the 15-minute mark. 45-minute mark in terms of counting down the time. So far, everyone's spread out just about equally except for the mark markers here. We've got Kyle Larson from pit lane. Unfortunately, not sure what happened to him there. Nick Stapleton in 9th, Kimani Eastman in 8th, but he's already seeing Javon and Parry here. Kimani Eastman, the two of them, the rivals here. Ooh, Parry sliding that Porsche out there. Javon switching back to his previous livery here from last weekend. Oh, Williams even closer now to Wallace though. As we head back to this fight, he's having a look on the inside. Wallace is just ahead to close that door on him. We ride now with Daniel Williams. That's a little bit too high there for Daniel Williams. He's going to lose a lot of time now to the McLaren. As Kimani Eastman closes the gap further now to Javon and Parry. Parry said he would come back at him here in the following round, and that he has. He's ahead now and holding on. Shane Wallace goes into pit lane now for his driving penalty. And so he's going to have a lot of work to do there as Mitesh Ramdani and Ricardo Swaby gets back ahead now of the Jamaican. Williams is currently in second. What happened to Jaden Harrison there? He went off track. And now he's rejoined there in 4th. I think he might have overshot that turn, lost the rear end, and had to recorrect. Good thing that there's a lot more tarmac than grass over there. But now he's got Mitesh Ramdani to worry about in the Ferrari. We've also got to worry if he's shredded some of those tires there, Jaden Harrison, and overheated them to the point where he's not got a lot of traction. The Guyanese and Mitesh Ramdani though is not letting off when he's got to go now. If he wants to stay closely behind, Kimani Eastman is very closely behind. Right now, Declan Daniel goes into the lead of this race then, and Daniel Williams is in second position, Ricardo Swaby in third. Oh, look at how close that McLaren is to the Porsche. On the inside, did they touch there? Then I get to see Eastman probing the issue now. Javon and Parry has got to get his wits about him. Jaden Harrison against Swaby cannot get it done here now. Trying to break the toe there is Parry. But Harrison trying to get back up into the start positions here. Seems like he's got a lot more momentum here than the McLaren. But he's now on the outside here, looking in. No way by. Ricardo doing a really good job here to defend that position. Jaden Harrison losing time now to Declan Daniel. And they've caught up to Daniel Williams now. It's a three-way fight. While they fight, don't discount Mitesh Ramdani as well. Right on board with the Jamaican, Jaden Harrison now. Oh, that close, and no! They're going to touch, ladies and gentlemen. He takes him out. And that's going to be detrimental here from Jaden Harrison. Saw what that one looked like. And we're not sure what happened when Swavey, if he just lost the car, if he's just slow through that turn there. But of course, that is not allowed from Jaden Harrison. Sorry about that, I was carrying on my conversation there. Had the mic muted, but we're back now. That issue between Jaden Harrison and Swavey is going to be looked at. But so far, we've got Daniel Williams here also losing out. Not sure what happened. Eastman with a little bit of rough and scrub there out of that turn, and he's lost some time to Javon Parry as well. Williams with more issues. He runs wide. Might be a control issue now. Oh, but look behind him, Kyle Barrett, Swavey on the grass here as he tried his best against Daniel Williams, but now that's cost him. So it's a three-way fight right now. I don't think Stapleton has got two cars behind him fighting for this sixth position. Daniel Williams has got a way better exit now. He's having a look on the inside. Is close enough to let him know, hey, I'm here. And yes, job done there against Stapleton. Or is it? Stapleton now comes back on the outside. Does he have enough? Oh, they almost collide. Williams having to look all queer. No! Kyle Barrett trying to capitalize on that one. Well, took way too much of the grass and curb. And now he's going to lose out big time there against those guys. Stapleton back in the position here now. Williams 7th, Swavey in 8th. Declan Daniels got a 4-second lead against Jaden Harrison, and Jaden trying desperately to minimize that. inside. Swibby has a look. Williams also pressuring the St. Kitts and Nevis guy, Stapleton. Good fight this as he has a look on the inside. Nothing given here for Williams. Jaden Harrison keeps on pumping out fastest laps here. It's a 1:59, 5:02 from the Jamaican. Declan Daniels' best is 2-minute flat 3:52. Jaden now sits 3.3 seconds behind. Williams pressuring Stapleton, with Stapleton doing well to hold on to that position. Here comes Swaby. Swaby once again very fast through this section here, but he cannot get by. Williams placing that Mustang pretty well against the rain here at Silverstone. Pit window is open, ladies and gentlemen. The pit window is open. Let's see who will be the first to dive into pit lane here. Shane Wallace will have to take another pit stop, despite the fact that he did that driving penalty. Of course, that is just a driving penalty. He's still got a mandatory pit stop where he gets those tires off the car. Williams now trying very, very strongly here to get by. Nothing given though for the Guyanese. We now ride with him. That's the line Swibby is taking, and it's not the fastest line through that turn, as you can see, and he takes way too much of it off the outside curb, and look at where he's ended up. Unfortunate circumstance there for the Jamaican, as Kyle Barrett now claims a position after starting in pit lane there. And Shane Wallace back in 8th position, and he's now closing in on Daniel Williams and Adonis Stapleton now. Meanwhile, Jaden Harrison has been able to get under the 3-second mark here against Declan Daniel. That's up ahead. Daniel Williams getting more racy here behind Adonis Stapleton now. Top 3 are out of here as Matesh Ramdani puts 10.5 seconds between himself and Javon Parry. Wallace getting really close now to the Guyanese. Also catching up to Kimani Eastman, but look at this, almost 3 wide. On the outside, Williams is going to try and make that pass. Can he get it done? What a pass there from Williams, is it? Yes, it is. And now Wallace having a look on the outside of Stapleton. Stapleton's got a lot of work now to do here. Holding on to the inside line there, Stapleton, but Wallace, can he get that done? He's got way more power there on the exit. He's alongside him. Oh, almost colliding there. Shane Wallace and Adonis Stapleton. Stapleton, anything given here, they're neck and neck into the next turn. Stapleton stays ahead, ladies and gentlemen. As they go around left field once more, Daniel Williams is out of here. on. Will Wallace be able to get this done here? Machine Wallace. He's closing the gap. He's even closer now. A 10th behind him. As he has a look on the outside, ladies and gentlemen. Can he get it done for Shane Wallace? Yes, he is. Stapleton almost leaving the door wide open there for him. And he's already a second ahead here. Shane Wallace is a man on a mission, and that he is trying to do. After securing pole position here at Silverstone, Shane Wallace suffering a drive-through penalty for a jump start there, a false start. Has taken his drive-through penalty. That sees him in 8th position. And now he's going to want to lengthen this stint now to try and close back the gap here to the leaders of this race. Jaden Harrison now sits 2 seconds behind Declan Daniel. Let's ride on board with the Jamaican. Deja vu all over once more is Jaden Harrison against Declan Daniel. Jamaica, of course, is Trinidad and Tobago. Is closing the gap to Kimani Eastman now. As they go through Maggots and Beckett's and Chapel now, they headed down the sort of the back straightaway. Back straightaway for the Formula 1 starting grid. Gets into Stone now. He's closing that gap. Eastman has obviously lost a lot of pace here against Javon Perry. He's going to run that really deep there. I saw that one coming there from the Jamaican Kimani Eastman. And now he's going to even lose another position here to Wallace. Wallace goes by without a fight there now into 6th position. But Harrison already very close and on the 1 second now to the Trinidadian. Mercedes very strong here at Silverstone. Unless, of course, Declan Daniel was saving his tires for this very moment when Jaden Harrison would come back to fight for his position. Under 1 second now, Jaden Harrison and Declan Daniel in this fight. Jaden is lapping faster than the Trinidadian here. And maybe the Trinidadian will want to start thinking about an undercut here. So Jaden Harrison try and stay in the lead of this race. So far, no one has taken a crucial pit stop just yet. This is the fight that we were hoping to see once more here from last weekend. It's Jaden Harrison versus Declan Daniel for the lead of the second round in our GT3 championship. What can Declan Daniel do to hold on to the lead of this race? Is Jaden Harrison just too fast now in this Mercedes? got another two fights to talk about too. Shane Wallace is closing the gap to Daniel Williams there for 5th position, and Ricardo Swaby is closing the gap to Kyle Barrett there for 9th. Just a reminder that every point counts here in this 8th round of championship. This is round number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel running just a wee bit too deep there in that turn. See the conclusion here from Jaden Harrison. He's come such a long way in sim racing. He's going to run down really wide there now. He starts up that turn way too early there. Mistakes can happen, especially when you have less downforce behind on the car. Look at how smooth it is. Given though right now for the Jamaican, still got Trinidadian in his spot, and he's fighting for Shane Wallace. Has also, Daniel Williams is also caught up to Javon Parry now. It's under 1 second to the Jamaican, but he's got Shane Wallace breathing down his neck. Want to look away, but we've got to just for a moment. This is what that looks like. That's how close he is. Williams, oh, as Parry gets a little bit sideways there, as those tires are definitely running out of thread now. Gonna want to be thinking about taking that pit stop, but he's looking for his arch nemesis. Jaden Harrison is right on the bumper now of that McLaren. On the outside, can he get it done? Nothing given. Look at how close they are. The race is on, ladies and gentlemen. The pressure is on for Declan Daniel. And he's trying to hold him up here through this section so that he can have a better exit here. Declan Daniel, way to go there. From the Trinidadian, doing pretty well here to hold on right now. As the race is now over its 50% mark. Jaden Harrison trying to get a good exit here, but Declan Daniel is standing on that apex here, and he's going to want to try to break the toe. Jaden Harrison, nothing given down the straight of the McLaren, just had enough to hold on. He's trying to look on the outside now. The leader dictates the pace right now. Declan Daniel is the leader of this race. Jaden Harrison has got to try something else. And we've got our first person in pit lane there. It is Kyle Barrett, I think. Mitesh Ramdani also took his pit stop. It's a 1:08 there from Mitesh Ramdani in a total pit stop time. Kyle Barrett also took his pit stop. And we also saw Ryan Swaby in pit lane as well. Kyle is still in pits, while Ricardo Swaby with a 1:19 there on his pit stop. Oh no, now we see Kyle Barrett has been disqualified from the event. We're gonna have to look into why that has occurred. And now Javon Parry is in pit lane as well. Let's take you back to this race, though. The pit stops do begin here for this 1 hour race. Jaden Harrison trying to get by Declan Daniel here, but Declan Daniel in the McLaren is holding on to the lead of this race. Could say by the skin of his teeth. Ramdani goes ahead of Javon Parry. Javon Parry dips into pit lane now. Which one of the leaders here will take that pit lane before the other, or will they take it together? As they come around the lane once more, they're not going to go into pit lane just yet. Jaden Harrison still is the fastest man on track right now, but he just cannot get by Declan Daniel. It turns out that where he wants this pace to be to try and get by that McLaren, or where he's got the pace to try and get by the McLaren, Declan Daniel is just a little bit faster. Ford doing his utmost best to hold on here now. But this one's in the slipstream. But is it worth anything to him? Nothing so far. A bit of fresh air now as he tries to up and under against the Trinidadian. Jaden Harrison cannot get it done here, and time is running out. Don't forget, he went off track earlier in the race. Those tires might not be where he wants them to be here for this fight. He's got to start thinking about heading into pit lane with the time that he's got remaining and try to do an undercut here against the Trinidadian. He's taking that curve there. It's going to spin him out on the track here. Put him in a peculiar position here. He does get ahead here at the turn-in point. But here is the exit of the turn that you got to worry about. You can already see McLaren inching further ahead. Once more, we're coming around the penultimate turn here. This is the closest fight we've got for you at the moment. And here they go. I suspected that would happen. They both enter pit lane together, but what will the timing be on the pit stop? We will know in a few moments' time. Shane Wallace is about 30 seconds down, 20 seconds down. So it seems as though that third place, he still got to head into pit lane here, Shane Wallace. And Eastman hasn't pitted as yet, as well as Stapleton. So he's still got an opportunity here, Shane Wallace, to get on the podium of this race. He does go ahead now. He can call this his in-lap, Shane Wallace, and try to keep this third position against Kimani Eastman. Eastman still to pit. Which one of these guys will leave pit lane first? We're looking at Jaden Harrison. Seems as though he's the first one out. Declan Daniel does get going too. Declan Daniel with a 58-second pit stop. Jaden Harrison with a 59-second pit stop. My goodness. But he's got a great lead here now. Out of the blocks is Declan Daniel for his second stint. Jaden Harrison still is the fastest man on track, so he's got to be wise now, Declan Daniel, with how he utilizes these tires to the end of the race. We've got 26 minutes and 15 seconds left here on the clock. What is Shane Wallace going to do? Kimani Eastman is behind him some 12.8 seconds. He can still hold on to this third position here, Shane Wallace, as long as he gets that stop perfect as possible. There's Kimani Eastman. They're all rocking the McLaren right now. Will Machine go into pit lane? No, he will not. Kimani Eastman, what about you? It seems like he will. He's trying to undercut now against Wallace. Let's see who will get that third position. Meanwhile, Harrison is closing the gap here to Declan Daniel. Here you see him. Full ground. Ramdani will go ahead now of Kimani Eastman. Look at that fight actually. Ramdani already took his pit. He did a 1:08 here now against Kimani Eastman. Will he be able? Kimani Eastman's doing a 1:05.6. It's 1:06 for Eastman. Now comes up between Javon Parry and Stapleton. Parry goes back in the lead, remembering that Parry took his pit stop. This is his fight actually. Kimani Eastman against Parry did well to get back here in the fight with Javon and Parry. Parry's got huge damage now to his Porsche. Maybe that's why he's got Stapleton ahead of him. Battle isn't over yet between Eastman and Parry. And Mitesh Ramdani up in this fight now with Shane Wallace actually. Shane Wallace does need to pit again, and he needs to be better than 1:08 in that pit stop. Javon Parry very, very close to Stapleton. He's going to want to put that McLaren between himself and Eastman. His arch nemesis here. That CSRO, and I'm pretty sure anywhere else here. Oh, Stapleton will run that deep, and Parry's going to try and be a little bit optimistic on the inside. Cannot get through, but can he get him here on the exit of this turn? He's got another left-hander to worry about, but he's got the momentum there. Definitely he's got to stick it. But no, Stapleton is running a very defensive line there, and he's got a lot of work to cut out for him here, Javon Parry. Got to be careful not to lose any more time though to Kimani Eastman. He's waiting right there on the inside now. Parry against Stapleton. Will they rub doors? They sure do. Stapleton doing his best to put that car even on the track, but now he's got Parry taking that position away from him. Job done there to put that car between himself and Eastman, but no, on the inside again is Stapleton. Stapleton wants that position back, but look at it. I've got to switch to the ahead fight now. Jaden Harrison has closed the gap now to under a half a second. Declan Daniels is cool as a cucumber to fight off these advances and attacks here on Jaden Harrison. Kudos to the Trinidadian for that. As Shane Wallace is in the lead, he will take the lead of this race. Shane Wallace now is against Mitesh Ramdani. Danny's going to be able to take this away from him. So let's just have to wait and see. It's currently 1 minute 8 seconds. Vintage Ramdaddy is pit stop. Shane Wallace is now at 55 seconds and out. Vintage Ramdaddy will take that position away from Shane Wallace. And Shane Wallace comes out of pit lane at a minute 5. Now Vintage Ramdaddy doing well to get ahead here and in third position, but Jaden Harrison is not doing so well against Declan Daniel. He's trying, but unfortunately he can't get it done here. It seems as though we've lost Daniel Williams now to that control issue that we were seeing earlier. We've also lost a couple more guys. Look at this fight we got here. Have you ever seen a car that close to a competitor before? They're not touching each other at all because I have a race control log that lets me know if they are. And apart from the first, at the beginning of the race rather, I'm not seeing any contact here to talk about. Such pressure here. I think it's another competitor. Got another fight here. Kimani Eastman against Stapleton. We've also lost Javon and Parry here now, unfortunately. If it's the first time you're joining us, welcome along. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I notice I see 15 of you watching right now, and there's only 2 likes on the stream. What the hell? Come on guys, hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to see more races like this. And look, right now we've got Jaden Harrison getting very frustrated here behind Declan Daniel. Declan wanting to make it 2 wins in a row. Right now, this is the closest fight we've got for you. The next guy, Mitesh Ramdaddy, sitting there in 32 seconds. Sitting there in third position from 32 seconds to Jaden Harrison. Trying there on the inside. Oh, he's taking it on the gravel there. Oh no, he's gonna get it done, is he? Declan Daniel holding on just a bit enough there. He goes off track. They're neck and neck now as they go into this left-hander. They touch, ladies and gentlemen. Is it job done? It's got to be job done. Jaden Harrison, he's been working so hard to get by with that Mercedes. He's got the faster line, he's got the faster car. Can he hold on to it now as we see Declan Daniel come back at him? With just about 15 and a half minutes remaining now, Declan Daniel, unfortunately, is going to lose this one to Jaden Harrison. Job done there from Jaden Harrison. Good job, by the way, from Jaden Harrison to finally get his guy out of the way. Shane Wallace with the fastest lap of the race so far, so 1:59.447. He's got about 5 seconds to catch Mitesh Ramdhani here for the final podium spot. Here is Mitesh Ramdhani in third position, the Ferrari 296. Ramdhani holding on and increasing this lead now against Shane Wallace. Shane going even faster there with a 1:58.975. Desperately trying to get on the podium here is the Jamaican, but the Guyanese has got a 4-second advantage against him. Against Stapleton now. I'm hearing that Javon Parry has had an internet issue. That's why he's out of this one. Might be playing here with Stapleton. He's been known to do that to try and get a little bit of excitement out of his races here. With Parry gone, it seems as though he's going to leave this pass for the last moment, I bet you. He already knows where he's fastest here. That's the good thing about Eastman. Where will he put this car ahead of Stapleton? Nobody knows. Ramdhani is losing time now to Shane Wallace. Shane Wallace with a 1:59.742 on that last one. Shane takes Ramdhani with a 2:01.702 on his last lap. It's under 2 seconds now for Shane Wallace and Mitesh Ramdhani. But here we have Kimani Eastman. He's going to try now and close the gap a little bit more as we approach the 10-minute mark of this event. While this is going on, Shane Wallace has caught up to Mitesh Ramdhani now. It seems as though he's going to make quick work of the Guyanese. McLaren in there to mess up his racing line, but Shane Wallace not very successful in doing so. As a matter of fact, he lost some time now to the Guyanese. Across the line they come once more. Ramdani really good on the brakes there. Under 10 minutes now left in this race, and I'm pretty sure Ramdani wishes it was the final lap. Oh, he's lost it just a bit there, Matish Ramdani, and here comes McLaren now. He's going to tuck in here by the slipstream. Yes, he sees the outside now, but he's going to have a hill of wind to worry about. On the inside is Matish Ramdani. Can he hold on to it? Seems as though he will be able to just for a moment though. Oh, a mistake there from Shane Wallace. And now Matish will be able to breathe easy once more. Kimani Eastman still hasn't gotten this job done. They're doing just about the same times as well. Here we go, Shane Wallace once more. In this fight for the final podium position, it is Ferrari versus McLaren. Matish Ramdani versus Shane Wallace. Seems to have his bearings about him. Eastman and Stapleton just briefly exchanged positions there. Nothing given here for Shane Wallace on this lap. He's got time in hand though. Shane Wallace doesn't have to push the issue, damage his car. While trying to get by, you can see Matish Ramdani not hitting those apexes. His call for a defensive lane might not be warranted here, Matish Ramdani, and so he's losing time to the Jamaican. Runs it wide though to Jamaican, and he gives that position a little bit more breathing room there for Matish Ramdani. An early gear here, Shane Wallace to get the power earlier. It's nothing given here against the Guyanese driver ahead of him. And Ferrari's very much better here. We saw the McLaren losing a little bit of time through that turn with a little bit of wheel spin there. Is stronger now, Shane Wallace through this section here. And you can see him exiting very much closely behind the Guyanese now. He pulls out once more. The Guyanese holding on that inside line. The Ferrari is pretty good on the brakes here. Can he get it done here now, Shane Wallace? They're neck and neck. It's almost reminiscent of what Parry did against Declan Daniel now, but the Ferrari manages to stay right there with him. They come in contact with each other, and he's going to stay ahead just for the moment here, Mitesh Ramdani. Just the slightest of touches there throws Shane Wallace off, and we're in crunch time now, under 5 minutes. Shane Wallace going to get very, very impatient here behind the wheel of his McLaren against the Ferrari. Oh, the Ferrari runs it really, really deep now. It seems as though Mitesh is struggling from defending this position here. Those tires might be overheating. They might be losing more threads than they pretty much would be wanting to lose here, Mitesh Ramdani in that Ferrari. Got just about 2 laps rather remaining. Mitesh Ramdani sliding that car through there. Oh, and he's made a mistake now, Mitesh Ramdani. He's off track and he's out of this one. Those tires finally giving up there on the Ferrari. He takes it back into pit lane. Unfortunately, he did that because Stapleton and Kimani Eastman pretty far away. Not quite sure what happened there for Mitesh Ramdani. He's not going to be able to let that car come out of pit lane for this now. And so he's going to lose out on an extensive amount of points here. As now Stapleton and Eastman comes across him. Oh, Stapleton with a little bit too much curve there, and Eastman being able to close the gap somewhat. Shane Wallace up into third and final podium step there for the Jamaican. And you could say he's lost a wee bit more time there than he should have against Declan Daniel and Jaden Harrison, but that deficit is about 38.5 seconds to Declan Daniel and 45 or 46 seconds to Jaden Harrison. So it's not that it was worth anything much in the end there to lose, that is. But Shane Wallace from qualifying on the top step here will be able to get back on the podium with a recovery drive here after jumping the start and being given a drive-through penalty. 2 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen. We got Kimani Eastman getting very racy behind Stapleton now for the 4th position here. This is how close he is to the Sid Kitts and Nevis band. Jamaican Kimani Eastman, that is. McLaren versus McLaren here. Stapleton a little bit ahead here now, 2/10 or so to Stapleton against Kimani Eastman. Stapleton with a slight mistake there. Kimani Eastman gonna try and bring that car alongside him. They've got about 1 minute left here in the race, which equates to about 1 lap, ladies and gentlemen. Or it might be 2 laps depending on where Jaden Harrison crosses. They take that car now alongside him. Kimani Eastman, he's got the advantage here on the inside, but he leaves that room there, Stapleton. But Kimani Eastman, no, he's gonna touch it from behind. No! And he feels really bad about that. He's going to let Stapleton capture his composure and be able to get back in that position here. Something that we pretty much encourage against guys here at CSRO. Does get going again. There's no fight with anyone behind them. Ramdani did join the race here. And Stapleton now back in that position. You could say that that definitely was Iman Eastman's fault, and so Stapleton does deserve that fourth position at this time. 10 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. Your race leader, Jaden Harrison, with a lead of about 9 seconds against Declan Daniel here at Silverstone. That is it. It's the final lap. This guy right here, Jamaican Jaden Harrison, has been chosen, by the way, to represent Jamaica in Valencia coming this October for the FIA Motorsport Games in, of course, the sim racing category. Jaden Harrison, ladies and gentlemen, will represent Jamaica in the 2024 FIA Motorsport Games here, and now he's going to represent his country once more. Iman Eastman and Stapleton fighting ahead of him. Not sure if he's going to be able to make this this pass before the checkered flag. It doesn't seem like he will be able to do so. No, Eastman will not be able to do so as they go through that turn there. But it's this man, Jaden Harrison. Has not been the fastest all weekend, but was the fastest when it counted the most. But I'd love to see what a fight between himself and countryman Shane Wallace would have been like. But there he goes, taking the win of this second round here. Declan Daniel came in first last weekend, but have to settle for second position. And now Shane Wallace will come across the line in third after suffering that drive-through penalty at the start of the race. Oh, Eastman! They still got one lap to go, actually. Stapleton and Eastman, they were ahead. They needed to complete that one lap. The checkered flag has not been raised here for Stapleton or Eastman. Eastman knows that he's ahead of him. Stapleton's going to have to try and get back here. Wallace, though, finally comes across the line and claimed that third position. And now Eastman's been handed the position now by Stapleton. Huge mistake, huge blunder here from the St. Kitts business. So they've got about one lap, half a lap to go rather. Quite unfortunate there for Stapleton. Had that fourth position in the bag. Messed it up. Mitesh Ramdhani with a hell of a fight there against Shane Wallace. I wonder if he had damage to that car. He finally takes the checkered flag there after that. Ricardo Swaby was in the running at the beginning of the race, but not sure what exactly plagued him in this one, which saw him losing out there in the top 5. Kimani Eastman and Stapleton still here in the running. Stapleton catching up now. I think Stapleton finally realizing what has occurred. But Kimani Eastman will take that fourth position again off him. And now that's it. Race over. Alright guys, just give me a moment while I prepare for the interviews. Declan, if you can just line up alongside of that'd be great, thanks. Alright, great running out there for this one. It was very exciting. Majority of the races here that we had against you guys were some that we couldn't look away from, but right now we've got to take it to Michelle Wallace. Even that final run there against Mitesh Ramdhani was a little bit intriguing for you, it seemed. Talk us through that one, and of course what happened at the start of the race.
You guys hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Well, let's start the start of the race up to Rust. I haven't done any actual racing in a while, so those things happen. For the last run, I'm not. I was. It's the first time I was racing against him, so I didn't know how to approach. And the Ferraris have great corner exit speed, so you might run up on them, and then when it comes to passing them, it's really hard. And then on Silverstone, it's a little bit hard to overtake as well. So I had to pick a specific spot, which was sector one. I noticed that he was breaking in some areas where I could go through faster. So I tried a couple of times, just kept maintaining the pressure until it seems that he made a mistake in the third to last lap. And yeah, that was it. But overall, it was a good race. Felt good. Feels good being back. So yeah,
All right, well, welcome back to you there, Michelle Wallace. Do you think you had the win in you?
hard to tell, but we never know.
All right, thanks a lot there. I think it was shaping up pretty well though against Jaden Harrison, but indeed, we would have had to seen that one play out. Declan Daniel, you tried your best, man. We were rooting for you. Well, some of us were rooting for you, and it seems as though it didn't work out in the end there. But good on you to hold on to that second position and give us a show, by the way.
Yeah, well, the show is important, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Um, uh, Congrats to Jaden. I was surprised I was able to keep him behind me for so long. Actually, he's rapid. Um, but yeah, it was fun. I didn't expect to have this much fun today. It was actually fun. So that was surprising as well.
All right. Well, it's on now. I mean, he lost out on the last event, but it's on now between the two of you here in the championship. It's going to be a close one to the end if you guys are capable of maintaining this race here. As we take it now, thanks a lot there from Declan Daniel. We take you now to Jaden Harrison. Jaden, are you there?
Yeah.
We did not get to see what happened there at the start of the race, where you were off track. Was it a touch? What exactly happened there? And great recovery drive. Congratulations to you on the win.
Well, normal Mercedes stuff. I just lifted, turned in, car decided it was not gonna do the corner and snapped. So it's normal Mercedes activity. Um, in the recovery drive, I did tap Swaby there. Sorry about that. That one. We were all struggling with traction on the exits because the tires were overheating here. But yeah, good fight with Declan. Very good defense. It was a rough one getting past, but managed to stick it around the outside, and I think the BOP definitely helped with the straight line speed.
Oh yeah, definitely. We saw you holding on to him as compared to last weekend. It was quite difficult for you with that one. Heading into this one though, and heading into the next round there at Kota. Can you give us a little bit of sneak peek of what to expect?
Quota difficult. Just hope we don't have quota temperatures. It should be fun.
Most definitely. All right, thanks a lot there, Jaden Harrison. I'm gonna step away now and close off the stream. You guys, you guys can join us next weekend. I know how life gets, but we hope to see you guys next weekend for the next round, round number 3 at the Circuit of the Americas. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming out today. As I move away now to close off the stream. All right, what a race there we had from our competitors there. And I must say, it was a really great one. We can see the Jamaican flags going off there in the chat. Congratulations there to Jaden Harrison, doing pretty well to hold off Declan Daniel towards the end of that race there. And, well, not to hold off, but to get by and also increasing that lead by about 9 seconds. My goodness. He's got a bit of pace in him, doesn't he? All right, we can see a lot of guys here in the comments section. Declan finally getting a shout out here from one Amir Hussein. I think last weekend, Declan was wondering about that. And yeah, we can see Tamar Clark on Rike Racing as well. Good to see you guys in the comment section. Just want to say thanks a lot for you guys and all who came out today to view the event. Next weekend, we head on over to the Circuit of the Americas there in the United States of America. And hope you guys can join us for that. All right? All right. All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming out tonight, guys. Hope to see you in the next one.
Like